Detention. October 1942. We were alerted for a practice shoot at Sennybridge Camp in Wales. Burdened down with kit, I decided to hide my rifle in the rafters of the hayloft. "That's a good idea," said patriotic Edgington. The short of it was, several other patriots did the same. And it came to pass that after we had gone thence, there cometh the quarter-bloke, and in the goodness of his heart he did inspect ye hayloft, and woe he findeth rifles, and was sore distressed, whereupon he reported us to the Major, who on September the 14th, 1942, give us at all 14 bloody days detention. For some reason, all the other criminals were sent to the RHQ at Cookfield, but I was sent to Preston Barracks, Brighton, alone, no escort. Ah, they trusted me. At Brighton Station, I tried to thumb a lift. I got one from an ATS girl driving a general staff car. She dropped me right outside Preston Barracks. As the car stopped, the sentry came to attention. Then I got out. I reported to the sergeant IC guardroom. "Welcome to Preston Barracks, Brighton," he said. "You're welcome to it too," I replied. "No," he said, "from now on you keep your mouth shut and your bowels open." Then he gave me a cup of tea that did both. He stripped me of all my kit, leaving essentials like my body. The cell. My God, it must have been built in anticipation of Houdini. 7 foot by 6 foot by 20 foot high. Stone floor, small window with iron bar up near the ceiling, wooden bed in corner. The door was solid iron, 2 inches thick, with a small spy hole for the guard. No light. "You go to sleep when it gets dark, like all good little birdies do," said the sergeant. "Make yourself comfortable," he said, slamming the cell door. Every day a visit from the orderly officer, a white, consumptive lad who appeared to be training for death. "Got everything you want?" "No, sir. I haven't got a Bentley." I grinned to let him know it was a joke and that I was a cheery soul and not downhearted. It wasn't the way he saw it. He pointed to a photo of my girl by my bed. "That'll have to go." "Yes, sir. Where would you like it to go? I think it would look nice on the piano." "Put it out of sight." "But it's my fiancée, sir." "Photographs are not allowed." He was starting to dribble. "What about statues, sir?" He lost his English cool. "Sergeant, put this man under arrest." "He's already under arrest, sir." "Well, give him extra fatigues for being impertinent." I planned revenge. I cut my fingernails. On the next visit I placed them in a cigarette lid. "What are theirs?" "Fingernails, sir." "Throw them away." "They are my fiancée's, sir." "Throw them away." "Very good, sir." Next time he visited, I'd cut a small lock of my hair, tied a small bow on it, and placed it on my bed. "What's that?" "A lock of hair, sir." "Throw it away." "It's my fiancée, sir," etc., etc. The last one I planned was with an artificial limb, but the officer never visited me again. He was drafted overseas and killed during an air raid on Tobruk. A Nafi Tian fell on his head. My duties were not unpleasant. 1. Reveille 0600, make tea for the guard. Drink lots of tea. 2. Collect blackberries along the railway bank for sergeant's mess tea. 3. In pouring rain, shovel 2 6-foot-high piles of coke into one uniform conical heap. A bad day. 4. Commission to draw a naked Wagner girl for guardroom. A good day. 5. Trip to beach to collect winkles for sergeant's mess tea. 6. Weed parade ground by hand. Bloody awful day. 7. Commission to draw Wagner girl for sergeant's mess. Another good day. 8. Oil all locks and hinges at Preston Barracks. Sandpaper door of cell. Prime, undercoat and paint gunmetal black. 9. Drive Major Druce Bangley to Eastbourne. His driver had been taken ill with an overdose of whisky. For him to have it off with his wife in house on seafront. After 14 days I was sent back to Hailsham. I arrived to find the whole battery boarding lorries. Yes, yes, prepare to move yet again. With my kit I jumped into a 1500 weight, making it a 1600 weight. "Where are we going?" "I don't know. It's another secret destination," said Sergeant Dawson. 3 hours later we were back to our secret destination, Square One, Bexhill. "I wish they'd make up their fucking minds," said Sergeant Dawson. "Give us a merry song, Sarge," I said, running for cover. After the war, in 1968, I was appearing at the Royal Theatre, Brighton. I took a trip to Preston Barracks, all changed. The old guardroom with my cell had gone. Everything had changed, except for the lard's parade ground. It was still there. Did I really weed it by hand in 1942? We must have been all bloody mad.